I'm Bryce Miller. I'm the sports editor of the Des Moines Register. Nearest me is sports columnist Mark Hansen, and farthest me is Randy Peterson, our Iowa football reporter who covers the Hawkeyes. And we're talking about a big game week. It used to be a bigger game in the division and on paper, but Iowa at Nebraska is something people have looked forward to all year long. I think part of it is it's the first time Iowa fans and Iowa as a team will go over there as a Big Ten conference game. And just the uniqueness of it being the day after Thanksgiving kind of has the national stage to itself. It's an 11 o'clock kickoff on ABC. And just start with each of you guys. Mark, what does this game mean? It's lost a little luster on paper in terms of the division. Michigan State has wrapped up that side of the division for the first Big Ten title game. But what's at stake here if not division titles? What is the excitement and build on this game?
Well, I think it's such a great natural rivalry to begin with. And I think there's just so much interest, and both teams have had success. There's a lot to be decided. Nebraska has such a great program. Are they really as good as they've been? Is Iowa equal to Nebraska? So there are all those questions that still are yet to be answered.
And Randy, looking a little bit, people who look at DesMoinesRegister.com and HawkCentral.com would likely know a lot about Iowa, but in terms of the other side of the equation, Nebraska, what kind of Nebraska team is this? Is this the team that beat Ohio State, beat Michigan State, or is it the Nebraska team in some ways that lost to Northwestern and had a couple really lopsided losses to Wisconsin and Michigan? What do you expect?
This Nebraska team is Iowa. And the roller coaster thing, you get high and you think, okay, this team's going to do great, then they lose, so you go down. So this is Iowa looking at each other in a mirror in that respect. Iowa fans are going to see a team that's been known to play good defense, but's had trouble playing defense this year, and that's why they lost those games. And the games they won, Nebraska played good defense. Iowa fans are going to see, they're going to go, oh my gosh, here comes another shifty quarterback, Taylor Martinez. We all know how Iowa does against shifty quarterbacks. Nebraska's got one. If he's playing well, Iowa might not have a chance, but he's kind of he rides that roller coaster of emotion as well. So it's two teams that are extremely inconsistent, is what we're going to be seeing on Friday.
Well, speaking of that inconsistency, Mark, with Iowa, do you expect the Iowa team that beat Michigan or the team that lost to Minnesota? Which team at this point in the season do you expect to show up on Friday?
Well, you just never know. It's like it changes. It's like asking whether Ashton Kutcher is a good husband. You think you have it all figured out.
Is it like that?
And well, that's the best I can do at this moment. But no, it's kind of like you just never. You think you got it figured out, and then boom, something happens, and you go, that's not the way it was supposed to be.
Well, it seems like a theme here is the inconsistency of both those teams. And Randy, where does Iowa need its individual consistency most? Is it Vandenberg at quarterback? Is it a big game out of Coker? Is it consistency out of key guys on defense? Where does Iowa need consistency most at position by position?
Historically, Nebraska's been good against the rush, and they're still pretty good against the rush. Historically, Nebraska's been decent, been above average in the back end. That's where they're not as good this year. So Vandenberg to Coker, Vandenberg to Fedorowicz, Vandenberg to Keenan Davis or Kivante Martin-Manley. If Iowa is to move the ball, if Iowa's going to win this game, Vandenberg's going to have a good day, another good day.